Welcome back to Half That. This is episode
18.
I knew that. You ain't have to cut me off like that, cuz.
Yeah, I know.
Episode 18, and Mobby's back. Back from fucking up the world. What's happening, Mobby?
He goes on little missions fucking up the world.
Yeah.
Mainly in Japan. I don't know what he has against Japanese people.
Yeah, he been bringing back that corona. Oh, was that China?
They clean up. Yeah.
Oh, my fault.
It's kind of China, but yeah, it started in China.
Yeah, everybody got it. But how you been though?
Good.
Been good?
Been a good 4-day weekend.
4-day weekend?
Yep, I've been sitting at my desk for at least 4 days. That's a benefit to me.
You been drinking lately?
Yep.
What's your drink of choice?
Tequila.
Tequila.
Very stereotypical.
That's what's up. How you doing, cameraman?
Doing all right.
I'm good. How about you, regulator?
Doing good, man.
It's Hannah. So we in the building.
Everybody's back.
Welcome back, guys. Shout out to DeAndre Fox. That was our last episode. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Huge thing happened this weekend was the Mike Tyson fight.
Word.
Oh man, that was such a
two drunk uncles fighting in the backyard.
Bro, can we talk about how funny Snoop Dogg's commentary was? He's the best commentator ever, bro. Like he needs to comment on some. He needs to be like in a football game or a baseball game, or basketball game, anything.
I think if you put,
cause that fucker's hilarious.
Snoop Dogg and a guy from NFL, that'd be like, what? Put them two together is perfect, bro. It's a match made in heaven, bro.
Him and Boomer together, that'd be wild. Nah, him and Madden would be wild.
Him and Madden? Hell nah.
That'd been hilarious.
I need the what?
Nah, he only does it good when he does the instant replays, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he doesn't really commentate that well. But yeah, Snoop Dogg needs to commentate on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Because the preliminary fights, I only saw the one with Nate Robinson and Jake Paul. And the thing that fucking Snoop Dogg did when he said, "Oh Lord, when he was, bro, I feel so bad for Nate Robinson. Like,
I don't feel bad for him. You asked for that fight. You agreed to that fight.
Everybody on Twitter was just killing him, bro.
He tried. Like, he thought he had it, bro. Like, he got hit by the uppercut, and he was, like, on try for a swing, and he just went to sleep. Like,
He knocked out... he got knocked out twice, didn't he?
Yeah, he got knocked out twice, and he was crying in his hand. He was like, Lord, please, let me get up.
He did not cry.
I
don't know. All I gotta say is that fucking sucks, dude.
He if he didn't cry in that ring, he cried in the car.
Yeah.
He definitely cried in the car.
Yeah. Poor guy, bro. I wish he didn't. I just wish he actually won because I hate Jake Paul.
He said, my grandmama gave me that chain.
He got devoted.
Hey, but I think people should like. I don't know what was on Nate Robinson's mind when he took that fight. Like
yeah. He was overly confident.
Like, I don't understand. Like, we gotta take this shit seriously. You can't just cause I heard a lot of people, bro. How you let a white boy do that to you? If that was me, it's like, bro. A lot of people haven't even like professionally fought or even trained to professionally fight. I'm not saying Nate Robinson hasn't, but
he hasn't.
Did a little bit of homework on white boy.
Yeah.
And he been like training. Like,
yeah, he's been doing it
in the gym.
Yeah.
So if I was on some shit like arguing with him, like, nigga, I'll fuck you up, I ain't gonna say that to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of good boxers out there, and Jake Paul did it for what? How many years? A couple years? Probably since he was 21.
I don't know how many times he did it.
Third
how long he been doing it.
quote unquote fighter.
Third professional?
I think so.
He's an amateur fighter, huh?
Yeah.
He gotta be amateur. He ain't no professional.
And he called out Conor McGregor afterwards.
Oh, he's wild.
That was shit.
I would love to see
wild.
that.
I would not.
I want to see his ass get kicked.
I don't think
Conor.
Conor.
See Conor McGregor.
I don't think Conor wouldn't take it.
Yeah,
though.
I want to see Conor McGregor beat the shit out of Jake Paul.
That's lower than him, bro. Conor McGregor would not take that fight.
I would love to see it.
It would be awesome to see. That would be phenomenal.
How long did he have to prepare for this fight?
Nate Robinson for a while, dude. They
extended they waited.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It was like announced in the beginning of the year, dude.
Fact check that.
They started in May 2020. Yeah.
They started training.
That's when the feud started.
That's when the feud started?
Yeah, so I don't think he started. He didn't start training until after that.
So
right?
he's had what, like 6 months?
If that.
But still, man.
So Nate Robinson had 6 months to train, and he
Against
to that fight.
Against
Yeah.
someone who had 3 fights already.
3
Yeah.
professional fights, and he's undefeated.
Yeah, that was
No, actually, he lost once to KSI or the other guy.
Did he lose to
He
KSI?
did it for,
Yeah.
he did it. He definitely did it for
But that
me.
was like his first fight.
Yeah. But if you think of the fight, it was very outweighed. You know, it was not. I mean, not outweighed, but I mean, the favor was in Jake Paul. Jake Paul's taller. He had more reach. He's younger. Nate Robinson's.
Yeah.
Nate Robinson's mid-40s. He's 5'9". His reach is not that.
definitely not about to
I mean, the only
help.
person who can do that is like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's the only one that can get into
Like,
silence.
you're not about to dunk over him.
Wait,
bro.
so was he not playing ball at that point?
Nah, he's been
He's
retired.
probably doing like
retired.
pickup games and playing in the gym, but like he wasn't on NBA team.
No, yeah.
I seen Big Baby Davis crying on Instagram about all he needed to do is feed his family.
Was he really crying?
You seen that nigga always crying, bro. Everything he talk, he cry, bro.
Kevin Garnett made him cry. But that shit was hilarious. That's another story. But to the main fight,
Oh, Kevin Garnett made him cry.
made him cry on the bench.
You heard?
That's why they got his nickname, Big Baby Davis, because Kevin Garnett was like, "Get your shit together," and he was on the bench and made him cry because he yelled at him, and he was, "KG yelled at me."
For real?
Yeah, KG made him cry, bro.
That's some shit. You're a grown ass man. Another nigga made you cry.
That's why they call
Because
him
he
Big
checked
Baby.
you.
Bro, yeah, because he did something on the court when they were in the timeout. KG just ripped him a new one, and he was just like, that's when he started crying. But that's why they call him Big Baby Davis. The main fight was all right. I just didn't like the rules. You couldn't knock people out.
What?
Yeah, the rule.
rules
One of the
you couldn't
rules you
knock
can't
people
knock
out.
each other out.
It was
Mike
like
Tyson.
no betting or some shit.
There's no
What were the rules?
there's no betting.
Check it
There
out.
was no. You can't knock somebody out. There's no score being kept.
So it's just for fun.
There's an exhibition.
Definitely.
But Mike Tyson was holding back. He wanted to feast on Roy Jones' pops.
Yeah, he was like, you seen on like 2 or 3 punches. You seen the quick flash of it, and then he like pulled back.
He just held his punches, man. He had multiple times where he could have hooked them and it'd have been,
He could have uppercutted him.
I don't know.
Time out. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Sound like someone's throwing up.
He said, ah.
Yes, they have what is that? They have a no knockout clause.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they can't knock him
Too
out.
old or?
yeah, it's because they're too old.
You can't fight.
So
Yeah.
if they knock somebody out on
They
accident, you lose. How are you supposed to control that?
You
As
can't.
a fighter,
You can't control that.
you heard that.
You can't control that. That's the funny thing. That's like the stupid
They
rule about
said
it.
they said they would stop the fight if there was a cut, a major like a cut. Either of them got a major cut.
Really? That's. I don't know. I wish they did it more better. Like they did it way better. Like I wanted an actual boxing match. You know.
Sorry, guys. We got a soup kitchen behind us. If you know, you know.
Could a soup kitchen. So
Go ahead.
yeah, I don't think it was really a draw. I think it was just to help each other's ego. I mean, think about Roy Jones is huge.
I don't think they had anything to do with like the outcome. I think the judges made that, and they didn't want to bruise Roy Jones' ego because Mike clearly won.
Yeah. And
Mike
you watch that
clearly
fight,
won
they
that.
knew Mike won. And you could
So-
tell Mike was holding back.
Definitely. So it's like the way Mike was treating his trainer when he was training.
Oh yeah, that was yeah.
You could see the total difference from that warm up and that
Well,
him in
you
the
know,
ring.
in the minute when this fight was about to happen, Roy Jones was like, "Fuck, I fucked up. I didn't really want to take this fight."
Yeah, I wasn't watching those fucking interviews.
I mean, you're going to get.
All those interviews is just like bait to lead up to the fight. So it's just like if you're gonna watch it, you're gonna watch it.
Yeah, I guess.
I ain't about to hear you talk about what you're about to do.
Speaking of fights, Chappelle's going against Viacom.
That's the biggest fight.
I'm riding for Chappelle because fuck Viacom. I'm not trying to pay that man his money.
Yeah.
This man can't even go.
Shout out to Facts.
This man can't even go make another Chappelle show because of his name. Completely that because Viacom owns the whole Chappelle thing.
I hear that, but there was a contract you signed where it said that this is what's gonna happen.
Got you. So, but the flip side of that is.
Got you. What do you mean?
I
Is
know,
this like
I-
you got
no,
me
I
now?
understand
It's
this.
like
No,
checkmate.
no,
Is that your checkmate moment?
I understand where it comes
He
from.
said, "Got you." I heard
Because,
that. What you
because
mean?
Dave Chappelle explains it to. He's like,
Okay.
He's like, look, yes, they put a contract that I didn't even know. And
Was it hidden?
No, it was in the contract. But
Okay.
then he got lawyers. These lawyers were from Viacom. You don't think the lawyers work with
Well,
Viacom?
yeah, of course.
So
You're fucked.
it's kind of like he explained it in the, because he had a little, like, he did a 15-minute video on IG,
Mm-hmm.
and he explains how as a kid when he was like 15, he was telling a joke. He had a really funny joke, and one of the older comedians was like, "Hey man, that was pretty funny. Like, can I take that joke?"
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Can I borrow it?" And Chappelle's like, "Yeah, you can borrow it. Like, whatever." And then he was with the older comedian. And before Chappelle came out, he was out there and he used his joke. And he was like, "What's up, man? Like, I let you borrow it. Like, can I have it back?"
And you can't use it while I'm here.
Yeah. And he goes, "Oh yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you. Like, I'll give you $50 for it." And he's like, "Nah, like I need all the material. I'm just getting up. Like, I'm trying to get bigger." He goes, "Well, what are you gonna do about it?" And like Chappelle's a kid, like he's 15. And this guy's an older, like in his 30s. It's like,
Right.
And Chappelle's like, "What am I gonna do about it?" But then he relates it to the contract he signed with Viacom. He needed the money to feed his family.
Right, definitely.
So you're gonna sign anything on the, if it's gonna give me $1 million up front and I need that money.
I agree,
It's
but
taking
I
advantage of
disagree
people.
at the same time because there's been multiple situations where it's like people didn't want to give people deals and they went out and did it their own. You know what I mean? Or they went into a partnership with that company instead of signing to that company. You see what I'm saying? So I understand it, but I feel like you can't go back on that. Like, you can't make something new. Your name is your name. You feel me? Like, people gonna know you for who you are. Everything you do goes platinum.
Yeah.
Goes out the water. So it's like,
But that thing was created 10 years ago, and
It
they're
was.
still trying to make money off his name. That's fucked up.
that's fucked up, but that's business.
Well, that's true, but why can't they, like, Netflix did a huge thing when he was like, "Hey, he's like, I feel uncomfortable." He called Netflix. He's like, "I
Right.
feel uncomfortable with my show on the thing." And guess what Netflix did?
They took it out.
Yeah.
That's also business as well, because they want to have business with him, whatever he's doing in the future.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because that's gonna bring them money.
Well,
So,
they
of
also
course-
already have a relationship. He has
Exactly.
a signed deal with specials with them. So
Exactly. So they want to keep that
But
relationship.
clearly, it's
Because if they say no, he's gonna go back on that. You know what I mean? That fucks up a lot of future business between Netflix and Dave Chappelle.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So Viacom's gonna definitely need Netflix more than Netflix is gonna need Viacom. So they can say no to them.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
No, I understand. But I don't know, man. It doesn't sit right with me. Like, he just started being big, and Viacom started using. All right, like,
I'm
this
not
is
saying
perfect.
Viacom is right. I'm not saying Viacom is right. That's the shady side of business, but that's business. You know what I mean? Like, you signed your name on the
It
contract.
has to be right, though, man.
You can't buy yourself out. They're not giving him a way to buy it out or buy it from them.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why he did that special. Like, hey, like, fuck it, I'm gonna take it to the real bosses. Like, you're the consumers. Stop
Yeah,
shooting my shit.
it's direct to consumer now, so he don't even need Viacom. He could
Yeah.
go on Facebook and make a series.
But they need to. If you're supporting Dave Chappelle,
I'm fully in
don't
support
watch
of
the
Dave
Chappelle show. Even though I watched it like 50 times already.
Yeah, you watched.
Yeah,
that
but,
was
but this is before that. This is before that. I didn't know.
now
Now I know, and
you've
now I'm not
been
gonna watch
awoken.
it. Now I'm
you've
not
been
even gonna go
awakened.
on YouTube and watch it. Fuck that. None of that.
I like
of
Dave
that.
Chappelle. So wherever it's gonna be, I'm gonna watch it.
So you're gonna
So,
watch. You're
there's
gonna
no
keep.
disrespect to him, but it's like, how you gonna tell me not to watch a masterpiece?
Yeah, but it's in his name.
I already paid for my Netflix. Wherever it goes, it's I got shit to do with me. Like, I'm trying to watch. I'm rich, bitch.
I fuck with Chappelle so much that I'm not gonna watch it unless he
feel
gets
it.
his rights
I
back.
feel it. That ain't, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Chappelle.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle.
I got into an argument, not an argument, a discussion with the cameraman and one of my other friends, and we are talking about legal and versus illegal drugs. Meaning, you know how Oregon kind of, well, they didn't kind of, but they
Legal
they
versus illegal.
they made every drug legal, and I'm talking like hardcore drugs and stuff like that, like heroin and cocaine.
Smack.
Yeah, all that shit. My stand was,
Heroin.
I don't think where's the line at? You know what I mean?
Ain't no line, bro.
So
Ain't
you're
no
like,
line, bro.
I'm
They go ahead.
no, I'm just saying the line for me is, it's like, okay, when do you stop? There's gonna be a bar where you can just go fucking shoot up.
They're making these things legal because they classify being addicted to drugs as a sickness.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's so complicated because it's so much behind the scenes that they trying to push.
There's a
Like,
lot there.
It's a lot there. Like it's like they're giving kids drugs to pay attention in school. Adderall. You know what I mean? And that's like being prescribed to the kid. So then now you got the kid being addicted to a drug. So they're searching for a high. They can't get that no more. They're not on mommy or daddy's fucking healthcare no more because they get 21. They start looking for another high.
So that's
what I'm saying.
So
it's like, and that goes into like so many different cases. I just tried to simplify it right then and there. So it's like, in those cases, you gotta like make a.
The biggest thing they're trying to do is decriminalize.
I'm for that.
That part.
But
How you gonna decriminalize? How you for that?
I'm for it.
They
But
only decriminalize small portions. You still get a misdemeanor for like larger portions. So it's purely on a user standpoint, not if you're a dealer and you're out there with, kilos or whatever, you're still probably doing time.
I'm just saying, like, okay, so you go to Oregon, is it gonna be like? I'm being a little outrageous here. You go to a bar and just, hey, there's a room to shoot up.
No,
You trying to take some shots?
You trying to party?
Yeah. There's like a 2-for-1 special. 2 shots and you get a shot.
2 for 1 special. You get
a shot of
2 shots and a shot of heroin.
Yeah.
Boy.
So, you like that?
The points that we were trying to make were, if they were to, sell harder drugs, I think it would be like handled like it is weed, more or less, where they're selling smaller portions and probably like they're knowing exactly how much they're putting or injecting themselves. They might even, I think they do it in Europe where they just have like clinics where you can go and someone certified can shoot you up with an exact
Is
dose.
that real? Nah.
And they take care of them. They just
I've heard that before.
Yeah, they have a bed or couch or whatever it is, and they just get high there.
So there's a place in Europe that you could just go. It's a sanctuary where these dope fiends could just go get shack up for like a day or two, get high as fuck, and then go back to their normal life.
Yeah, I think some of the outcomes of it, or
What type of shit?
people like wean themselves off of it.
What?
It works. Like
They
people
wean themselves off
They
of it.
wean themselves off of
Yeah.
it. Like how?
I don't know. It's just
How
some
is-
of the results, I believe.
It's had the stats to prove it. Okay. Oh shit.
But it's like, okay, what age can you shoot up at? 21? 26?
It'd be
so they gonna
21,
start
right?
selling. So in America, they
They got
legalized
laws
it.
for drugs. Alcohol's a drug.
Yeah.
Weed's a drug. They got
But-
age limits.
So you're saying, basically, they legalized it, right? So they're gonna take the steps as weed's doing. They're gonna open up dispensaries here now for
That's
cocaine.
I don't think that's happening.
Fucking angel dust.
I don't think
And that's
the
what I'm
case.
saying. It's a one-stop shop at a fucking bar, at a liquor store.
I mean, like, what do you mean? How come you don't think so? Like,
Well, because if you're an establishment carrying this stuff for the masses, you're carrying in large quantity. That's still criminal.
but that's the same thing as weed back in the day, because it started off exactly like that. But now look at it now. It's a recreational drug.
True.
So they took the steps for that.
I just don't think it's illegal for an establishment to sell it. And
Legal
it's
for
not
a
legal.
It's legal for
It's
an
not legal to
establishment.
make it either. So there's a lot of aspects that are
Alright.
blocking that.
Okay.
that
Okay.
path.
So this is just to blanket the user, like you said.
The biggest thing they're trying to accomplish here is they're trying to decriminalize. So you have people that are getting deported, that are getting arrested. You have people that are like stop and frisk, right? Like one of the biggest things they're looking for is drugs. So you decriminalize. So now it's like, okay, now we can't look for that. Now what can we look for, right? So you have less people getting incarcerated for no reason, getting deported, all these things. That's what they're trying to stop.
But we're still legalizing drugs.
Just the use of it.
That's no, because you still got kids out here.
It's still safer.
You still got kids out here. Like
That's true.
and
That's why I'm against it. But hey, there can be like maybe let's look at Oregon's crime rates and stuff after a year and see if it's progressive. I don't know. I don't maybe because I'm ignorant
nothing
to
but
it.
fucking dope fiends and weed heads.
My
live in
logic
Oregon.
to it was, I mean, if it's decriminalized, more people would use it, and there would probably be a wave of people ODing or a long term seeing what it does to the human body. But after that, it'd be like more publicly like open to see like what drugs do what, and kids would learn more about it sooner rather than having it illegal and then not really knowing.
So basically,
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
educating the
Education.
masses,
Okay.
and just knowing how much to shoot up.
Yeah. Or like even like we were talking about.
Educate them on how much you shoot up and how much you're supposed to carry.
Yeah. No, we were talking about it earlier. He was saying HIV would become rampant.
That's what I was thinking. There, I think there'd
And-
be a spike in HIV.
I mean, there might,
think-
but it might also
That
come
goes-
to people realize like needles are a big issue. They need to be sterile. They need to be cleaned.
Goes back to education.
Yeah.
Like when you legalize it, you start to educate them on like you need your own fucking needle. You can't share needles. You got to be more clean. But then you talking to fucking Knox that don't care about being clean.
Yeah,
It's
they don't really
you got a
care.
hit. I don't have a needle. Give me that hit after you use it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'ma just wipe it off.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the future is gonna tell us what happens.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of. It's gonna be a lot of more knocks in Oregon.
I think the biggest thing is just not locking people up.
I think
Filling the jails with people that really, like, at the end of the day, you were either addicted, like you said, right? You started off as a kid, or you just started off on some painkillers from a surgery or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you can't get your fucking fix anymore. And now you're on to some other shit because you're like, fuck, I was on basically meth, but doctor prescribed.
They give me this pill.
They'll give me heroin or whatever, like to numb the pain, basically. So you go out on the street and get real heroin instead of the shit that they prescribe you, Vicodin and all that shit.
Oh yeah, because like what promethazine is like a liquid heroin.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Codeine.
I don't know.
It just gets you L high.
That's what people say. I've heard of that. People do say that.
I think the biggest thing is like they're just trying to clear the jails out.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
keep
They're
the jails for actual criminals.
But when you get hella high, you do hella stupid shit, which make you a criminal.
That's true.
So
But you
what are we
get-
doing about those people that
What
was
about
hella
Hence
high?
the clinics.
Huh?
Hence the clinics.
Hence the clinics. They're
Yeah.
gonna lock them in the
Like
clinic.
supervised?
Yeah,
Supervised high people?
Yeah.
You might as well just sign them up
I
for the
swear this is
crazy,
gonna
for the
turn
crazy
into
hours.
this is gonna turn into a bar. I swear to God. What is a bar? You just go and get fucking drunk.
Basically, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, you
but-
can't buy weed at a bar though.
I just think
Give
they're
it
gonna
20
like
give it
drug
20
them
more
all
years,
up.
But they have like
They
weed
gonna
bars,
turn-
don't they
look.
already?
Give it
Yeah,
20
they're
more
weed
years,
bars,
bro.
but you can't go like
Look, they're gonna drug
alcohol
them all
and
up.
weed.
No, you can't do both, but that's what he's saying. He's just saying the correlation. You're gonna have like a meth bar. You're gonna have like a fucking.
Meth bar.
Watch it. They're gonna drug everybody out. They're gonna put them in this big ass hospital, right? And all these people just gonna get sick, turn into zombies, right?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
God.
Oh God! Not who's gonna stop them? It's like how are you gonna like?
Why would they put them in a
secure?
hospital?
How are you gonna secure 150 crackheads? You can't lock them up. We're legalizing it, so we're putting them in the hospital.
You're
like,
treating them like cattle.
I'm not treating them like cattle. I know how crackheads get, nigga.
So we're just gonna have a bunch of superhumans.
No, I'm just saying, how are you gonna supervise them when they say, I wanna leave? I'm tired of this bitch. And they high and they own that shit and they wanna go do something. How you gonna stop them?
Probably
They're
have
not
to
in jail.
sign a bunch of papers.
I think
Sign a bunch
you know,
of
you
papers.
probably
This is
gotta-
a crackhead you speak of.
They probably got to do some like, look, if you get caught, like you're gonna have to go to rehabilitation, right?
Yeah.
Which you're talking about, like a clinic,
If you get caught where?
like doing drugs, right? At the end of the day,
But it's legal. How you gonna catch me?
it's
You can't pull me over. This is no
bro,
stop
they-
and frisk.
they- so they said they're gonna treat it like a ticket. You're gonna get like a fine
Okay.
for doing it. So it's not like full on. So that's the thing.
You can't bother me. But you can't bother me if I'm just doped up walking down the street.
But you can't. Okay, I don't know why I'm defending this now, but it's like when you're too drunk, you can't be too drunk in public. You'll get
Okay.
you
I
hit,
see what
you'll
you're
hit
saying.
the tank, the drunk tank. You know what I mean? So I think if you're too doped up in public, they're gonna take you to the dope tank.
Alright. But all I'm saying is, back to the clinic part where people go and get high.
I don't know, man. I feel like I have to like witness it.
Cause not even jail jail, like places, like have enough security officers to hold them. That's why they have the lock-in, lock-out method.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna keep in control and secure crackheads when they on some wild shit? You just gonna throw them in jail then? So that defeats the purpose of putting them niggas in the hospital. Nigga, I know, like, do you understand a crackhead? Like, do you understand a power of a crackhead?
Yeah.
Like, this shit. Just saying that we can end it there. Like, we ain't gonna take it further. Like,
It'd be interesting to see what happens.
I'm
think it'd be
definitely interested in the see.
I want to see like in a year what happens.
You ever seen like the cartoon of Batman where there's like all those prisoners in that hospital and shit?
They're like an insane asylum.
The insane asylum, yeah. That type of shit. That's what I see. But go ahead.
We wouldn't know until. Let's see what happens in Oregon in a year.
It's a bunch of fucking crackheads
Nah,
and
what-
weed.
what-
I think not much would change.
No, not in a year.
I think less people will be in jail.
Yeah.
Give it
Overall,
5 years.
Overall, reducing taxpayer money used on
That's
putting people
true.
in jail.
What if they had like, you know, like when California had like that the hand of the gold, it was like the gold rush. And like over in Oregon, it's like the crack rush. It's like all the crackheads move to Oregon because it's legal
How
and
they
shit.
gonna get there?
Huh?
Okay, cool.
Oh, they will make a way.
Bro, they'll find a way.
All they need is a rock. They'll walk there, nigga.
The great crackhead migration.
Crack.
The crackhead migration.
The great Kraken migration. It's gonna be in history books in 2020.
Fucking hella
There's a
TVs
way.
go missing and shit.
There's a great wave of crackheads.
Everybody ring, fucking doorbell go missing. They just take it.
Shit.
Yeah, it's bad.
Damn, that's pretty.
Fucking
pretty
next
bad.
topic.
All right. Is it okay to follow your homie's girl on IG and like her picture on it?
Nah.
Like if
Is
she has
it-
promiscuous picture.
like saying she like posting like a bathing suit, like or like some sexy shit.
Yeah.
And like and you follow her. Like that's why I kind of don't like following like my homie's girlfriend. 'Cause
Yeah.
shit like that. Like that just puts me in like I see it and it's like let's get out of here. I'm not supposed to see that
Yeah.
that much skin, especially if you're my homie. But I guess that's just life. You gotta control yourself. But
Yeah, I would not. I would not.
he said, I cannot.
I wouldn't.
cannot.
Like if I saw my homie's girl in there, I'm like, yeah, get this shit away from me. Mute them for a while.
Mute them for a
Are
while.
they in Mexico for a month? All right, I'm gonna mute them for a month. You know what I mean?
What about you?
What?
How do you feel?
No, I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
You just
So
follow
you
button.
would like it?
I wouldn't like it, but just like, oh, next.
Oh, okay.
Just
Okay.
keep going.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
respectable.
definitely.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
You just keep it moving.
Yeah, I ain't liking a picture unless it's
Yeah.
like with my boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see?
That's
that part. See? But like, what if that homie's girlfriend is like continuously on like some promiscuous shit? Like their Instagram, you know how like people be in people be in a relationship, but their Instagram won't show their significant other.
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's
I
a
mean?
tough one.
But it's just like that's normal today though. In this day and age, that's
Yeah.
normal for couples.
True.
So
They want to keep their relationship.
their relationship private. So it's like you follow her, but all you see is her model pics and her like bathing suit pics or her vacation pics without him. But you know he did. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's when you stop following her.
Do you follow that girlfriend? Do you follow that girlfriend?
Yeah, same rules. Just keep it moving.
He said, yeah, same rules. You dropping a like?
No.
No, I'm probably gonna.
What? All right, let's take it here. Your homie breaks up with that
Oh,
said girlfriend.
God.
You still following her, right? You like it now?
Oh man, there's a lot to unravel there.
That's unraveling, nigga. That's why we
There's
here.
a lot of situational, right? There's a lot of situational, right? Because like if you knew her
Yeah.
Before?
or you met at the same time or something.
Yeah,
What
if
if you
you're-
met
Don't
them?
matter.
If you guys are all
Don't
homies,
matter. Your homie, she's a promiscuous girl, so she doesn't have your homie on her Instagram even when they were dating. So all right, you showed the respect of not liking her stuff while they were dating.
No, I'm not saying not liking, but you're not following. Like if you already followed her, for example, before they even got together. Let's put that for example. You gonna unfollow? Like that seems petty. That's going out of your way.
I mean, she probably gonna unfollow me.
What if she doesn't?
If she doesn't unfollow me, I'll probably keep the follow. But I don't even understand. I probably wouldn't even be following her from the jump.
I'm gonna take it even a step further. What if she starts liking your pictures now?
Oh, I'm telling my homie. I'm telling my homie. Hey.
Yeah.
Homie?
She's gotta relax.
She definitely is. She barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, that's crazy because that legit only
I
happens.
never answered my question.
Wait, hold on.
What was your
Before
question?
Well, yeah, what was your question?
So she's promiscuous. She's like
Yeah.
she's on Instagram without
I'll
the follow.
probably unfollow her.
You unfollow her when they break up?
Yeah, that's my homie's girl.
You unfollowing? You unfollowing?
Nah.
Are you liking pictures after the breakup?
Same shit.
Same shit, just keeping the follow though?
Yeah.
You need to see?
I mean, this day and age, yeah, now like I would unfollow. I don't. Younger me, like I don't give a fuck.
I never had this situation because usually I just get unfollowed by her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like usually the unfollow come first, and then it's
Yeah, but if it happened that way, I would unfollow.
like, okay. Well, it is what it is, I guess.
You know, isn't it funny that this is the only generation that we have this problem?
Yeah, the unfollow.
What a
the
dumb
Fucking
fucking problem.
20 years ago, they did not have this situation. This is never talked about 20 years ago.
Because you probably just didn't see that girlfriend no more.
Yeah.
It's just like when your homie stopped hanging out with her or stopped dealing with her, you just didn't see her
I guess
no
it
more.
was easier to cheat back in the day too, huh?
It's probably easier to fuck your best friend's girlfriend too.
Yeah, you just move 8 miles down. No one will find you.
Yeah.
Fucking see this bitch at a fucking club and be like, oh, this nigga not even here. What's up?
Now it's like, yo, I saw pictures of from the club and you're there.
Right.
That's great. Yeah, see, social media, man.
It's like see on Snap, she driving in, she in your car and shit.
Yeah.
See, nigga, you just, yeah, that should be weird. So we're bringing y'all into my segment. We're talking about X-Files. Yeah, so this story gonna be about one of my vibes, one of my moons, pretty moons,
A lot of moons.
a lot of moons. She was a wild one. Like y'all ever been in like a relationship where it's like they make you like cut off your friends? It's like they don't want y'all, they don't like your friends at all. Like
Nah, I've
you never
never-
been in that type of situation?
Never experienced that.
Bruh, I had an ex like made me like nigga, it was you, bro. I had to stop talking to your ass, nigga. Stop acting like you don't know what I'm talking about. Like, bro, I dead ass had like to be like, yo,
Yeah.
we gonna have to like hang out like at like 9:30, but I'm gonna have to leave at
Like 10.
at like 9:45 because I gotta go see my girl, but I can't let her know that I'm with you. So
And don't
call me. Don't call
Don't
me.
let anybody know.
Don't even put me on nothing. Don't put me on Facebook. Like I had to delete this nigga's number, and that was
Isn't that insane?
That was how I remembered his number by heart.
Isn't that insane? That chick was that crazy.
Like she was that crazy, but she was light skinned with a big forehead, and that was a nigga kryptonite back in the day.
Light skin with a big forehead.
Light skinned with a big forehead.
That just reminds me like A Bug's Life. I don't know why that just brought to my head. A Bug's Life.
Nah, but like shout out to her, but she cool. But yeah,
Wait, so you gonna get into why you had to stop talking to my mans over here?
Yeah.
bruh, cause like
This is many moons ago.
it was pretty like many moons ago. So like the situation went where like I was like talking to her. I think I was talking to her through her friend, right? That's how I was introduced to her, right? And I put him on to the friend, right? Right? So then he broke the friend heart was because she wanted something more than what he was trying to give. Like naturally, like this nigga just scared of commitment. So he wasn't even trying to like
This was
even
years ago.
Many years ago, but same surge.
No.
Same song, nigga. I don't know if I can do that.
Okay. This is bullshit.
But it ain't about him. So then that happened, right? So then her heart was broken. So then the situation that I was talking to was like
I'm instant bad guy.
vexed. She was mad. She was hot. She was like, "Fuck you, your friend. Your friend is asshole. He's woo 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 woo." you can't talk to him. You're nothing like him. Why your friends is like that? I'm like, shit, man, my fault, bro. Like, I can't.
Wait,
I guess I stopped talking to him because I'm not trying to lose out on my piece of ass. I was like, well, how old was I? I was like,
We're like 19.
19, 20? Like, nah, ain't even 20, like 18, 19?
Now you're probably 20 because you're hella old, so yeah.
Nah, I was probably like 18, 19. I'm
No,
gonna
you-
keep it there, nigga. Fuck you. So yeah, so then that's why, like, he was being a dog. So I didn't want to put myself
being a
in the
dog.
house with this nigga as being a dog. You know what I mean? Like,
But was I the only?
birds of a
what-
feather flock together. I wasn't trying to be in that flock.
But I wasn't the only friend
that
that was cut
moment.
off though.
Huh?
I wasn't the only friend that was cut off.
So when you did that, you put the flag up for the whole crew. You was like, we ain't shit niggas. And then you raised it to the highest point, and then she saw it. And then,
Yeah, that sucks.
X-Files, bro. Don't let a girl control you and your friends, bro.
That's rule
That's the
number
moral
one,
of the
bro.
story, bro. Don't let her control you and your friends, bro.
That's rule number one.
Rule number one. I don't know about if that's number one, though.
It's up there.
It's like
It's up there?
It's up there though.
What's the rules? Let's get to that.
rules of
That's
what?
a cool topic. What's the rules
Of what?
Of like
a
women
girl
and dating.
or dating a girl when it comes to your friends? What is that? How do you handle that situation? Your friends, your girl. How do you balance that out?
Well,
You've
depends
never
how-
been in a relationship.
Depends how,
Shut up.
depends how serious it gets.
Huh?
Depends how serious it gets. You know, if I'm just dating a girl a couple like months, I'm always gonna have my friends.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you know, but if I've been dating her for like 2-3 years, it has to transition. Like, all right, now she's kind of number one.
I think until you're married.
Till you're
Basically.
married. She's not a priority till she's married. Until she's
Not that she's
married
not
to
a
her.
priority, but like she can't tell you to cut off your friends unless your friends do some real. That doesn't sound that shady.
Yeah.
That example is not that bad.
Yeah,
like,
I wasn't that
what
shady.
he did.
Was not that.
Nah,
bad.
I don't
that bad.
think it was that shit.
I was a
Yeah.
fucking
But
young.
you talking to like 18, 19-year-old me where I'm not. Was light skinned with a big forehead. It was my kryptonite. Like it was like,
Yeah, that's all you gotta put in front of them.
what did you want me to do?
But like if you were out at a bar, your friend all of a sudden like went on some racist rant, some shit you never heard before, and you found out how they really felt. You probably cut them off on your own. But I'm saying if your girl told you, of course you'd be like, all right, yeah, you're right. I got to cut that dude off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess my motto back in the day was
Vagina. That's what his motto was.
POE.
Pussy over everything.
Hey, no lie, y'all want to hear another
Search was on
story
that
though?
FOE.
Y'all want to hear another story? That's what I named my cat. My cat name is Poe. I have like a
Calico.
cat, and her name is Poe. And like, chick I was dating with back then, she was like, "Oh, you can name the cat." I was like, "I'm gonna name it Poe." She was like, "Why do you call it Poe?" Pussy over everything. But I never told her that. I was like Edgar Allan Poe type shit.
Wow.
I never told her. I was like, that was like my favorite poet or some shit.
Damn, you came with the real bullshit right
That's
there.
Yeah.
you a grade A bullshitter. Oh.
Not grade A. A plus.
So yeah, so is that the rules? One of the rules is what, like, you know, your homies before the girl or what?
I balance it, bro. I gotta find the balance, cause
It flips eventually, but
what I
Yeah,
eat,
I think it transitions.
what you eat don't make me shit.
It depends where you're at in the relationship.
Yeah.
You know, you be the judge, but
yeah, because once you move in, that's like
if you're like 3 weeks dating this girl and she's
Yeah.
like telling you to cut off your friends,
Yeah, that's kind of extreme. Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, I guess cause I've been through it. That happened to me. And,
You've
I
been in
can't
both
speak
sides
of
of
it.
the situation.
what you mean? I've been on both sides of the situation.
You know, you were kind of whipped at first, and then you cut off your friends, and then shit happens. Hey, bro, we've all been there.
So you just said you've never been there. So now you gonna say we've all been there?
I'm saying, yeah, you're right. I've never been there.
You asshole, bro.
I was trying to make you feel better.
Don't do that, asshole. But yeah. Anywho, when was the last time? I'm gonna judge it off of your reaction.
Okay.
Cameras watching. When was the last time you cleaned your belly button? You thought about it.
What? No, it's just,
Exactly.
what is this
Exactly.
question?
Exactly. You like if you gotta think about when was the last time you
This
cleaned your
morning?
belly. Nah, I don't believe you.
What kind of question is that?
It was.
You
a
just
hygiene-
literally
it was
just
a
went to
hygiene-
rules, and
it
then
was-
now we just
It
talk
was,
about
a
belly
hygiene,
buttons.
it was a hygiene question. When
What
was the
is-
last time you cleaned your belly button?
When's the last time you? Oh, took too long. Nope. Yep. Nope, took too long. Nope, way too long. Way too long. Yep, he didn't clean anything for a week.
I guess.
So, are women more attractive to men who have more options?
So you're saying? Well, yeah. I see why. Like if I got hoes, if I'm just be blamed, I'm pretty sure she's gonna see me as attractive because I'm attracted to girls.
Because all these girls are after you.
All these girls is after me, so she's gonna be like, "What is he about?" So she gonna want to get to know. You know
So
what I
you're
mean?
interested.
I think that's with anything though. That's like a fad or
Men are the same way when it comes to women?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. They all like the same body type. It's a lot. It's this body that's going around, and we all like it.
The Kylie Jenner body?
The Megan Thee Stallion body.
That's homegrown. That's organic.
Nah, not that one. What about you, cameraman?
The what?
What about you?
What's the question?
What do you think about why you think are women more attractive to men who have options?
No,
Women aren't?
I don't think so. I think it's just. I think it's just depending what you're looking for. If you're looking to date, then if that person's cool, then go after him. But just because he's dating multiple women doesn't mean he's like more attractive.
But if women, I don't know. I kind of agree with Devin on this one. I feel like when women see that they're flocking over him, you know, one woman's like, "What does he got?" You know.
I don't think it's when women are flocking over them. I think it's to a point where it's like, pause, no homo. If a dude is attractive, that means he has, like, girls check him out. So that means eventually if he's a single dude, he's talking to girls.
Yeah.
And girls find him
It
attractive.
validates their attraction.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that is
Like,
is a
I think he's
validation.
cute, and then is he really cute? Oh, well, all these girls think he's cute too. So,
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
Ah,
You
see,
know.
So it's like
I like that answer.
that part.
That was a good answer.
That was the regulator.
That was a regular answer.
I said that was the
was
regulator
two-part.
answer. That.
Oh, that was a regular. Oh, that was a regulator.
He did that.
Yeah.
Backboard.
Well, so it goes down to validation.
Hold up. My fault to throw you off because I just got a random topic. And what do you think about overbearing parents in a relationship?
Well, so basically the parent has an influence on your significant other.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You know, you would like not a overbearing, like not that, but like in the relationship. Just like have an opinion.
Involved.
But
Involved.
like, but how?
My man be coming through with like the good, the words,
The words.
the
Vocabulary.
the vocab,
The
like
regulator, the AKA, the thesaurus, the
fuck
AKA.
you got on your SATs.
No,
He's a motherfucking nerd.
Something like that.
what do you?
You ain't no nerd.
I could have swore you were.
I just could have sworn you were a nerd. You don't know about Unforgivable?
That's
It's
just hella
going back.
old.
Oh
just hella-
man,
That's just hella old.
That's YouTube classic right
Yeah.
there.
Give me a chicken sandwich and some waffle fries.
Oh yeah, he's like, bitch, if I find or something, I don't know, or Dr. Pepper.
You got siblings?
I don't like that.
No, I like it.
Well, I feel like the parents shouldn't have a say in the relationship at all. You know,
I feel like they have an
they have to
opinion.
kind of let the bird fly away.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Unless
you gotta
it's
let.
like concerning, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a subject between you and your significant other, I don't think the parents should be involved in the decision or the way you look at things and shit like that. You know.
I feel that if there's a situation where the parents are being overbearing, it's on the child of that, you know,
Those parents?
of that parents to establish that I don't know what to say, dominance or like
Draw that line.
draw that line,
Yeah.
you know, put that line in the sand. So, you know what I mean? So it's not disrespectful for the next person
Yeah.
to say something. You feel me? Because that'll ruin a relationship right there. Because if you make a person fight back against someone's parents, and it's like you got a whole conundrum of what the fuck is going on. It's like that person is put in a fucking torn situation where they're gonna choose their parents over you. You know what I mean? So it's like that don't make sense.
Yeah, you gotta
know what I mean?
definitely have a line drawn and like.
What about you? What you think?
Well, I mean, if you're in a relationship, anyone and everyone's gonna have an opinion of it. Just don't get involved. It's not yours. It's none of your business.
Right, but what if he was in a relationship with it and your significant other with parents was overbearing and always had a opinion?
I mean, at that point, I would look at the relationships. Like, do I want to deal with this? Is she gonna, choose me over them? Like, what's the right thing to do?
And it's such a tough decision because you want to say something to the parents like, yo,
Right.
get the fuck out of our business, but you can't say that because you're gonna be disrespectful to the person you're with.
Right, exactly. So,
But you think at a certain amount of time you earn that right or that respect to be able to say something?
Yeah, I think so.
Like as the other person.
what
that's not
time
your
you
parents?
think? How much amount of time you think?
I think that's a judgment call, right? Like how close you are to
Yeah, the parents.
your
Right.
significant other, to the parents, right?
Right,
like if you
right.
see them every Thanksgiving once a year,
Yeah,
but if you
that's
see
some
them every
bullshit.
other week,
Yeah, but then that opinion isn't valid. Like if I see them,
they're not gonna be around to be meddling.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just awkward.
Yeah, I feel like it's mostly in like the beginning stages, no? Or like
No, I
when
don't
you're
think
younger.
parents get involved in the beginning stage. It's more when you've been with the person for a while. Then they have something to say about you. I feel like in the beginning stages, like
It's like Prince Charming.
yeah. But then after a while, you're like, oh, dude, like he does do this, or she does do this. Yeah.
she. Yeah, you know what I mean? Especially moms could be overbearing too, especially with like their sons.
Yeah.
Like, that could be like a mama's boy. That could ruin relationships too. Like
Yeah.
that.
But then as a person, if you are like a mama's boy or something like that, you have to tell like, hey, like this is my relationship. I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. I hear your opinion. I ain't gonna get involved.
Back to draw the line.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Draw that line in the sand and don't cross it. And tell your parents not to cross it.
Right.
But that person needs to want to say that.
Yeah. You can't force
That's
them.
the biggest thing. Like if they don't want that, if they don't want their parent to get uninvolved, it's never gonna go there.
It's never gonna make it to the
And-
next step.
And the scenarios too is like, hey, if you know their parents are like that, you know what you're getting yourself into with this person.
That part.
So that's
True, but at
all
any
situation.
point the parents gotta
Yeah.
let go.
At that point, when is it okay to let go?
the parents. They need it.
It has to happen eventually.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be 34 or 35 and your parents still have something to say about your life, in relationship wise. You know what I mean?
But, for some parents, their belief is like,
They're always apart.
some families, like they're always apart, but more so like when you get married, it's like, I'm giving her away, you take over, right? So it's like,
Fucking
I get
weed
that
is so
too.
Strong, man. Gotta put this blunt out. Shit is killing me.
Are you crying? Damn.
Fuck out of here, dude. That concludes our episode of Half That. This is episode 18. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Here with my guy Arthur. Peace out.
Later.